Oh my word, I did not expect this. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Wales. I haven't even been home, but I'm slightly further west than I was last time. I've come to the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, and I know that seems like a contradiction in terms, but I've come looking for the national park's most remote spot. I've pored over the maps. It's just me and the Ordnance Survey this time, and it's nowhere near the coastline, which in a lot of ways is quite sad, because this area in particular is famous for its rugged coastline. Now, the Preseli Mountains in the east of the park are a modest size by anyone's standards, but if the weather holds, I should get some excellent views. But as you can see, if the wind is doing this to the trees at this level, goodness knows what it's going to be on top. I think we're on for quite a blustery one, and I'm not too sure there's much natural shelter up there from the wind. Now, I never wanted to get too scientific about this. I'm calculating a place's remoteness based on its distance from the nearest local access roads. And as I explained in my previous videos, the further south I've gone, the harder it is to find somewhere that's truly remote. And what I find that is, a lot of the national parks are highly populated, full of towns, villages, lots of little roads and tracks. But for me, it's been all about just getting out and finding out what's close to home. And these last few walks in particular have felt quite rushed. I know time's been tight and I've done my best to maximise my time outdoors, but today's a bit different. I'm not doing a massive mileage. I've got all the time to dawdle and really take in and explore the landscape. And at some point later this afternoon, I'll throw the tent down and spend a night outdoors. But for now, I'm just happy to make the most of this bench. I'm going to have a bit of lunch. I've got another Scotch egg. I really like these. And then I'll make my way up onto the ridge proper. I swear, as soon as I turned the camera off, it started to rain. Only a little bit, and I know there's a little bit of rain forecast this afternoon. Might end up with 1 or 2 showers for a little while. But I put all my waterproofs on, and then within 2 or 3 minutes, the sun's come back out again. So I've taken my bottoms off, I've stored those in a side pocket, and if it does start to rain, it won't take me too long to whip them out and get them on. So 536 metres is the highest point in Pembrokeshire, Wildcamping. I think that's how you pronounce it, but this is magnificent, what a viewpoint. And you can see the Irish Sea in the distance. I don't feel as if I've been shortchanged, but that wind's bloody strong, and I'm going to head off in the other direction. Wow, so 467 metres, this is full Vedo, and according to my calculations, well, I want to say my calculations, it's more of a blindfold than a pin. This is the most remote spot in the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, and like I explained earlier, it's all a matter of opinion. It might be, it might not be, but it's just good to be out. The sun's out and I feel great, and for me that's what it's all about. And that's a really strong southwesterly wind, as you can tell, and as long as that doesn't change direction, I should be camping kind of like that area over there. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes behind these rocks, just get some shelter from the wind. It's really strong and buffeting. It's far too strong to get the drone up. Maybe you can see over in that direction, there's a little bit of rain blowing in. I'll just turn around and show you. Just over there you can see it. And I think that's going to be a feature of today. As long as it stops over there, we're all right. I think I've found somewhere that's fairly flat. I'm going to get rid of a few of these sheep tods. And just move them out of the way, otherwise they'll end up crushing them. And then I should be okay. There's one or two rocks. Yeah, there's one or two rocks, but I think I should be able to avoid the worst of them. I think there might be some rain coming in. I want to get the tent up quickly. I will be anchoring it to my bag with these carabiners just so it doesn't blow away, but I'm going to get it up. I think I'm on the clock here. There's nothing like a bit of pressure to focus the mind. I got it up double quick. That rain just never seemed to reach it. It seemed to kind of come over, get really black over there, and then it just never arrived. You can see where it is, it just hasn't reached the hills. But I'm up. Wind's coming in from a southwesterly and it's really buffeting that side. I'm just going to have to cope with that. As you can see, I've tried to avoid the rocks and I've tried to avoid the worst of the sheep tods. Just have to remember if I get up in the middle of the night that they're there. Right, I'm going to get set up inside and then I'll bring you back. So no hot chocolate tonight, just a fruity tea. And just while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, this is tonight's meal. Another fire pot, chicken keema curry. It's another one I've had before and I really enjoy it. And then whatever I didn't eat the other night, all my assortment of snacks, I'm just going to munch on those afterwards. I can't believe this is my view now while I'm having a brew. How good's that? So I'm going to give that a stir, leave it for 15 minutes. I might even put an extra drop of water in, to be fair. It's a little dry even for my taste. Right, well, let's have a look. Well, it smells pretty good. There you go. And as usual, I've not used enough water. So I can't believe how the temperature's dipped now the sun's gone down. It really is cold and the wind isn't helping either. But I'm just the wrong side of the mountain to catch any sort of sunset. But hopefully in the morning, because I'm facing the other way, I might just get the best of the sunrise. And I've had a really good day exploring just a fraction of this national park. It certainly warrants coming back and giving it a proper coat of looking at. But that might be for another time. So if you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, and all that interaction helps the channel grow and reach more people. So if nothing else happens, I'll bring you back in the morning. Oh my word, I did not expect this. Heavy rain, blasts of wind. It's definitely not what was forecast. Well, I'm not going to lie, for 20-25 minutes there, that was absolutely insane. The rain started at first and then out of nowhere I was just blasted by all that wind, really giving the side of the tent a buffeting, but held up superb, felt really secure. I suppose the only thing I could have done earlier was try and predict a little bit of wind and maybe pitch end on. That might have helped a little bit. Space is at a premium. Couldn't find anywhere that was absolutely perfect. And this is the best I've got, but thank goodness that wind's gone now. Flipping heck. I don't know why I'm laughing, because, you know, I was a little bit scared, but Southern Cross 2, that's its first test passed. Good morning. I slept pretty well last night. Took me a while to drop off, but I got there eventually, and it's around about 6 o'clock now. I've just got a brew on. I'm going to have some porridge that I always bring in one of the old fire pot pouches, and then I'm going to get packed up and get away. So I got caught in a pretty heavy downpour, but by that time I'd packed away and I was nicely on the move. And the tracks are really good, and then when you hit the forestry again, you're on a decent ATV track, and it's making for some pleasant and easy walking. Might even have dried out a bit by the time I get back to the car. So the Southern Cross 2 did its job last night. I was really impressed with it. I'm not sure when or where I'll be out next. I haven't been to the Lake District in quite some time, and it would be nice to get a summit camp. And this is a good place to leave it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you've not done so already, and I'll see you next time.